A few weeks ago, I released a video on a song I decided to call the most mysterious song of San Francisco. I thought it was clever, though YouTube metrics might indicate otherwise. After I made that video, which I'm going to annoyingly mention you can find in the description below, I decided to do a little more searching for it. Little did I know it'd be mere weeks before the song was solved. It's time for the solve video for case file 6523720. Emotion. So let's discuss the bit more searching I did. See, I found an entry on Discogs that fit everything we knew about the song prior to 1984, Synthwave, and this album, Push Up, Push Down by the band Fractured Glass, had a track on it called Love in Motion. While we all thought the vocalist was saying emotion or emotions, well, it wouldn't be out of the question for them to be saying in motion. And while user Axie had brought this up as a lead all the way back in 2021, it had never been ruled out. I even found a DJ that had played it years ago, but they couldn't remember it, nor did they own the album. But then, it happened. A Discogs user got back to me, and we had confirmation. Love in Motion was ruled out. Yeah, I was just as disappointed as you are now, though server staff Bluey G Wolfsy would acknowledge that it also gotten their attention in the past, and he was glad that it could also be ruled out. And, well, then the literal next message on Discord was someone pointing out this Reddit post by Aonghus, that's AONGHUS_. They had found it. How? Well, by using some of what we knew. The song had been on San Francisco radio station Quake, as well as the instrumentation on the track, and had found an old recording of Quake radio DJ Belle Starr, aka Belle Nolan, who I had reached out to about the song, but had said that she didn't recognize it. Again, it's in the other video I already annoyed you about. Anyway, in part of that show, Belle had played a band called A Private View that had a similar instrumentation and sound to Emotion, and then, after looking them up on Discogs, Aonghus found a song called Emotions, parentheses, Orange Sun, by them, and it wasn't even on YouTube. And while this version was clearly newer, it was a re-recorded version released in 2011, it was undoubtedly the song we were looking for. AzureBlast mentioned that they were glad that despite the whisper vocals, we'd actually been able to pick out Emotion as what the vocalist was singing. First off, UltraJ pointed out a long, thorough history of the band that Discogs user William Swain had wrote, and I'll include the link to that in the description below. An original poster, Raincat, who is a DJ herself, posted a thank you message upon hearing about the solve, saying that she was tearing up at the solve of a song she'd been trying to ID for 30 years. Many of us also discussed how we felt the demo was better, which had also been the case with Wave Station. You know, I made a video about that too. Am I allowed to mention that? No? I'm not? What about telling them to like and subscribe? Oh, also no. Okay then. Moving on, Bluey G Wolfsy pointed out a comment in one of the YouTube uploads of Emotion, the demo that is, from Mark Caputo, guitarist and vocalist for A Private View, who shared the version that we'd been listening to was in fact a demo recorded live at San Francisco's Morrison Planetarium in 1984, and that he too agreed the demo was better, and said he'd try to find that original version as well as some tracks they'd never released from this early part of this band's history. Raincat even replied back to Mark, and it was so uplifting to see how happy she was to be connected with him. I also heard back from both D.B. Wilson as well as Belle Starr, who, if you've been paying attention, play the song that led to this solve. Both of them were happy. Here's Dan, and now here's Belle, saying that she didn't remember the band, but saying how cool the solve was. And at this point, all I can say is, I agree. Until next time, I'm PersonOfDistraction, and I'm now listening to